You know what I forgot? I forgot to ask Jay about Koya was supposed to come here for the French windows up on the top. That's going to go up there and replace all that brown stuff. You see, it just stands out. It just does. It's not a good look. It functioned. The function is there, but but that's what we wanted to do. But now we're just having to come out up and down, up and down. It's easier to just slide windows open, and it looks so much better with white French type windows. You can slide open and have the screens there. In the front, on the sides, we're going to keep the window that we have over there, and we're going to match it over there on to the left, just for now. No need, nobody's really going to see it over there, us or anything like that. So it's just, we'll just leave it at that, and we'll see. But it's a nice look. Really, when I'm standing here, the house looks this close to me. But on the camera, it shows it that far away. It's a good sized piece of property, 7,312 square meters. Just under 2 hectares. So about not quite 2 acres. Or maybe it's not quite 2 acres. I don't know. But it's a nice piece of property. We gotta get the grass down. I'm gonna flatten out some of the dirt here. You see it's kind of roughed up here. But when it does rain, it packs it down. Need to chop down level some dirt over there. Buffs over there. At least he's got some shade now. The goats, they'll be taken out of the sun soon. The sun doesn't bother them too much. We don't leave them in the sun all day. We just keep moving them and let things doing it. It's a nice place here. I hope when I'm no longer around that they hold on to it. It's a beautiful piece of property, beautiful scenery. Trying to fix everything up and get it set for life. I'm 64 years old. I'm not going to be around forever. That's not I'm sorry, but I want to get everything settled and situated, and hopefully they hold on to it. Because this is for Skylar and the kids, Sabrina and EJ. Of course, Lady Jazz too. It's what you do in life. Whatever you build and accumulate, you pass it on to your family, your children. That's what this is all about. I'm not one of those people that says, that's mine, it's not in my name, I don't want to have it, I want on it. No. Nothing's, think about it, folks. Only people put things in your name, it's just land. You pass, the land is there, The house still stands, Just, look at the birds over there. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, I don't want to chit chat. I'm going to tag this on. It's getting cooler. Time to go up there and open up the blinds and let it cool off in the sunroom and get ready to pop a top. Okay, here it's almost around 4 in the afternoon. Jay's up doing the trimming, white trimming up there, and tomorrow they're going to prime and paint underneath the porches, roofs, and carport. You can see they finished the gray trimming here. Bottom steps over here. I don't like the white stuff. We'll try to, when everything dries, try to get some of that, whatever that is, up. Probably from sanding the, we got to add a little dirt around the bottom edges there. Sanding the skim coat stuff. Yeah, you can see it. See, it looks nice. Nice clean look. All the way around. Eventually I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with all that rebar. Cut it or leave it and cover it better in case I wanna go up. Or Lady Jazz wants to go up. I'm gonna get it on tape this time. Hey Bayal, what about the guy for the windows? 5 p.m. Okay. Salamat. There we go. Around 5 p.m. siguro. That's for the upstairs. What do you call it? French window type things. Yeah, see, it looks nice back here. The paint job looking at. Okay, good. They leveled it. Oh no. Well, obviously, as you can see, they got to fix all that down at the bottom there. See, all this should have been done first. Sometimes things get done a little backwards around here, but I always say we got to cement that, skim coat it, render it some more, render it, and then skim coat it, whatever you want to call it. Render it, skim coat it, and then paint it at the bottom. That's why I wanted the other day before. I said I wanted it leveled out. So if this turns out being a low area, it might be we have to fill in some more dirt here. So I don't want the water puddling up in the rainy season, because it's okay right there, as you've seen in previous scenes. Right around here, see, the grass is always green around the septic tank. At some point, I'm going to move this. I just haven't decided when yet. Just going to move it. I think I showed everybody before. Back out yonder. Probably bring in a crane, a backhoe to dig the hole, and then my bayaws can touch it up. We build a new one. I want to basically add a pipe. I'm going to bust this open. That's going to stink. Fill it in as much as we can to get rid of the odor down there, but add the pipe and then fill in the rest of it with dirt, and cave all this stuff inside and fill it up with a lot of the extra dirt I have over yonder. Maybe bring it in closer from over here. We'll see. But right now, sticking to the paint job. Yeah, they're out here to trim. The gray looks better. I thought about maybe putting some gravel around. That's a lot of gravel though, around the whole house to stop them when it rains kicking up the dirt, but we'll see, maybe in a future time or something. I don't know. Yeah, you can see where the dirt goes down. May level it out more after when it rains to see how high the water gets, or if it doesn't get that high, then I'll just level it out just so I can see more of the, just keeping it level. Either add more dirt here or take more dirt down as you get closer to the carport. We'll see. Well, I just don't want the water to puddle up. Or maybe just add gravel around or something, something like that. Yeah, the house is, for the most part, externally complete, paint-wise. Looks good, looks better, I think. The neutral colors. Bon Jovi is in Gumaka. Jay stayed behind. Bon Jovi's going to be building a bamboo wire fence down around the property in Gumaka. We got 494 not acres, but square meters, and right now going to have there's two NEPA houses on it, and there's might be we got to do something about it because they're painted. Yeah, and they'll probably do the same thing here, dig out over here, paint around there, and then put some dirt back. Depends when it rains. We'll see how that dirt goes. He's building a bamboo ladder that two guys can go up on it and side by side, so they can paint the carports underneath the carports. Then we're still waiting on the it threatens rain, but then maybe there's a percentage of rain today. I don't know. Hopefully the paint will be dry before it does that. Oh yeah, waterproofing for the process. The way things are done here has slowed us up. Now it went from when you order, you get 4 days. Now it's been well over a week. It may be another week before the supplier. They're at the mercy of the supplier. So just the way things are here. So we can't get the remaining 3 buckets of waterproofing Spanish red to cover up there the veranda, so we can finish that area up there. Okay, those are the last 2 of the big projects. The other big project, I may attack tearing this down and building it up a concrete building like I want. Again, I need to decide if I want to do it here or move it into the back, as has been suggested. You want the tool shed to be kind of close, so we may build it here. It'll be looking nicer. It'll be a better built brick house with doors and windows. Brick, not house, but shed, washing area, and another. We're going to bring it all the way out here get rid of this because nobody parks it in there, even though I had that made for the trike. The trike is in use right now. They usually wind up park it here now, here, there, over there by the Kubo, where you see the scooter is. I just don't want it put here because you see it chips the floor over here, and I just don't want it. I may smooth that area up in the future. Looking at sometime future span railing under here. That's why I want to prime it and sand it, prime it, and paint it under there to reduce some of the rust outfall as we get up top over yonder. The same here. But yeah, make it basically like a 3 or just one long one. Like tool shed, maybe make the tool shed a little bit bigger this way. Or maybe make the storage. We need a storage shed. We got some stuff there under the stairs in the house and in some of the bedrooms. I just want a place to put it. I'm going to use that former world house in the back. We'll put another roof on it. Nicer looking one we can use and put a better door than that on it back there. Just something that'll open and close where we can secure stuff when we put it in there. And same here. And maybe in the future use that room if I need to get a generator or something if the power starts becoming more and more of an issue. We had somebody come and look at a PODT and the box on the wall, something was loosed up or something. So anyway, have the technician take a look at that so it stops, what do you call that when the circles like that? It just, there's a word for it. I just don't have it off the top of my head. And got the guy, yeah, for the window. And I need to get somebody over here. I need to tell E-Boy specifically, I want you to go get something and clean this window. Take a picture and go talk to somebody. Maybe the window guy, he'll know exactly what's we need. That's why we'll talk to him today about to clean that. That's like hard water stains or something. We need to get that done. I want to place that window anyway, but for the interim, I want it cleaned. I want this place looking good. I want it looking better. Let's put it that way. It's looked rough for over a year now. Probably almost 2 years. I don't know. When did we paint it? Was it last year or 2 years ago? I don't recall. I'll be honest with you, I don't recall. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah. And then you saw the bubbling stuff, and hopefully it won't bubble as bad. I mean, I've seen other houses here in the Philippines, and they do. The paint does bubble because of the humidity, I guess, the heat and the humidity. But whew, I really hope not. It probably will, because I remember a house on the back way. It's white and gray like this. And when we first saw it, I said, oh, wow, that's nice. We liked it. And then after over time, a couple of 2 or 3 years, whatever, it's same thing. Some bubbling started and paint faded. It's just, I guess it's the way it is here in the Philippines. If you don't keep it up, touch it up, maintenance, the heat and humidity get to it, the paint on the cement here. Maybe other places too, I don't know. Yeah, but maybe I'll attack that eyesore and sometime in the future make that a lot nicer looking. Maybe expand it a little bit, add more chickens. I want to get this smoothed out, leveled out more, because sometime I had talked about bringing a riding lawnmower in the future. I don't want it catching these big clumps of dirt and everything, so I have to break all that down. Spread all this down some more so it'll pack better. See, this is less chunks over here. And just pack this area down more. Same thing with areas over there. And then before we start moving the dirt on the other side, the dirt over there. I mean, we've got a lot of smaller projects to do. No big money. The next big money thing I think will be this beast here, but it won't be as much as this wall. That's for sure. It'll be more than painting the house, but it won't be as much as the wall. Just got to figure the size I want it. And I want to build it, nothing bamboos on it. It's all going to be just like I was going to do like a small house, but it's going to be a tool shed, laundry area, and a storage area. I want a little bit bigger area in the tool shed though. We'll see. Okay, that's enough of a tidbit of an update. Got to get rid of that Coke bottle, bring that glass inside. It's challenging when you work against a culture who's used to just, the family here is not as bad as some folks I've seen about throwing trash down, just taking him. The kids get like that, but I'm trying to teach them while they're young not to do that. I still have to get after them time to time. I'm still picking up cigarette butts, even though I told my bayaws not to do that. You put it in Coke bottles and stuff. I say, you know, I want to maintain a beautiful area once we get it painted and fixed. And eventually I'm going to be doing, the other project here, adding diamond plates, diamond back plate, whatever you want to call it, to the steps, and then the platform up top, and then probably painting, maybe going a different gray, lighter gray or something, or darker gray with the railings, whether it's black, make it red, gray, grayish or silverish or something. Just take away the black. Before it rains, the humidity gets out here when the paint won't dry, because it's kind of dry now. It's not really humid right now, which is nice. The past couple of weeks, the humidity has gone for the most part, but it'll come back. It always does. We got some blocks over there. Gotta cut the grass. But anyway, Jay is not going to go to the province just yet because it's raining there, and plus you got to get the fence up. What it is, you got to get the bamboo fence up before the people who own who used to own the land that we bought the land from 3 years ago in the subdivision area. They said because that land's not flat, and where Jay is going to build his NEPA house, half concrete, half NEPA, where he's going to build that. It's like this, and that's where all the water goes down and settles. So they said once we put the fence around it, then they'll come over there. We got a marker. I told Lady Jazz to mark the with the poles, steel poles, mark the Mahones. So when it comes in, we always have it. So somebody ever wants to come in and say, "Hey, it's our problem." No, my Mahone is right here. Okay. So anyway, and then they're going to bring in dirt. They said. Once we put even if it's just a simple barbed wire fence around it, then they'll bring in the dirt and then fill it in, pack it in, and we'll give it some time to pack down before he puts his house in. Well, since it's only going to be, the dirt needs to be packed, especially if he's going to have the bottom part concrete, like his brother Mano did. But anyway, so that's what we're looking at. So it might be a few weeks probably before he gets over there. So Bon Jovi's there now, and they're deciding on the materials to use for the barbed wire fence, outside of barbed wire. PVC pipe. We don't want to use bamboo or concrete. You know, they build their own concrete, like maybe half of those column posts, and half of it like that, and then they put the hooks on it, or nails, and they run the barbed wire through that. I've seen it done here around places. So that's what we're looking at, and then we're going to get this, once we get the waterproof in there, we're going to take down the jacuzzi. It's securely there. It's not going to go anywhere unless they get a major earthquake. We've tested it, make sure it's not going to go. But anyway, it's going to come back down, and we're going to encase it in a wood frame or something, and run some water pipe up there and some electricity, and then buy a lot better cover. So once we get it cleaned, we can cover it up and keep it up there. So we just don't want it to burn and rust. Either up there, or maybe we'll put it in the back. I don't know. My concern is, though, if we put it in the back porch area, it's easier to access the electricity and the water, but the kids will see it as a play thing, and I don't want them doing that. So that's the issue. At least up there, we can kind of semi-control the access to it. Ooh, I think we want to get some rain. Alrighty, folks, I've jibber-jabbered enough. That's kind of an update. Ciao, bye.